Hello, everyone, guys. Can you guys hear me? What's up, everyone? Can you guys hear me? I'm live here. Let's see. I'm also coming live for the first time here directly on YouTube. So it's also a little bit new to me, but yes, we have our screen presented. One quick thing for you guys, we still have a minute or so before we start. But I want to share with you guys that if you want to comment, if you want to put in the chat, you need to subscribe. So I'll be asking a lot of questions during our session. I'm going to be, it's going to be quite interactive. I would want to answer every question that you guys might have regarding the reality of studying in the UK, or any personal questions that you might have. I'd want to answer all of those questions. So do subscribe to the channel before we start, because only the subscribers will be able to uh, you know chat with me. I have the chat panel right available in front of me, so I'll be able to answer all your questions there. I'll be able to read it, and I'll be able to answer them live as well for you. All right, guys, fantastic. So anybody who has already subscribed, can you put a small hi in the chat? Can you tell me which city you guys are joining in from? Welcome, guys. Welcome, everybody. There are more people joining in. Yes, Sanchita, brilliant. Jabir, yes, guys. Please write your name. You have all these names available. Also, write which your name, where you are from in the chat. And hi, Manish. Uh, Jabir from Kurnool. Sanchita from Kolkata. Awesome, guys. Fantastic. That is great, guys. Um, Vishal from Hyderabad. Great. So, guys, everyone who's joining it right now, we're going to start like in a couple of minutes. More people are joining in. But just to let you know, to be able to chat, you need to subscribe to the channel. The chat is available only for the subscribers. So if you have any questions, I'm going to answer as many questions as I can for all of you guys. So do subscribe so that I can take your questions and answer your questions. All right. So let's get started, guys. So let's look at the reality of Indian students in the UK, and quickly taking you guys through today's agenda. So I'm going to start with a quick introduction of myself, who I am, and why am I here to talk about studying in the UK. Number two, I'm going to share with you then what is making UK attract so many students, even in this September. Our maximum number of students are going to UK. So I want to share with you what makes UK a dream destination. But I would have interviewed, and why I'm saying subscribe to the channel, you will get a lot of student interviews, real student interviews across 70 plus universities, guys. And, after interviewing more than 500 students in UK, I can tell you that the students are struggling. So I'm going to share with you what is that struggle, why are they struggling, and if you're choosing to go to UK, I want to make sure that you guys are going in with full clarity. Then it will all lead us to the jobs in UK, and I'm going to share with you with data which job sectors are growing in the UK. And then one thing I want you to be very careful about is your budgeting, your financing, and not to get trapped in the loan trap of UK. I'm going to detail that out very, very clearly. And lastly, what gets you a job in the UK? And I will answer every question that you guys have. We're going to interact a lot. We're going to have a lot of fun in the chat. So to be able to ask your questions, do subscribe to the channel so that I can answer your questions, guys. All righties. So let's get started. A little bit about my company admit card, and today I'm wearing the T-shirt for study abroad with Piyush as well. Yeah, I got a new one. So we are a team. We are a large team. We are helping thousands of students every year over the last 8 years, now close to 9 years in November. And we have a great track record. We help you with admissions, loans, accommodations, language proficiency training, remittance, visa, everything, and not just UK, any country in the world. We have our students going to more than 20 countries all over the world, all over the globe. That's a little bit about my company. But a little bit about my own background. Who am I? So I did my engineering from IIT Roorkee, and I did my MBA from IIM Bangalore. Uh, but during all of that time, I also studied at KTH, which is a Swedish university in Stockholm, and at Tsinghua, which is a Chinese university in Beijing. And fantastic time there, great exposure as an international student. I also worked in Schlumberger, which is an oil and gas company. Worked for 4 years, started in Africa, went to Mexico, went to US, spent some time in the Middle East. So traveled all over the world. And then after my MBA, I worked for Boston Consulting Group, one of the topmost consulting firms in the world. If you guys are, some of you guys might be looking at, going for consulting as well. So you can help me, ask me questions in engineering, oil and gas, management consulting. I've been in those professions, so I should be able to answer many more questions for you guys. So, and I have great things for you at the end of the session. So stay with me till the end, and I want to share with all that I can with you guys today. A little bit more about us. We are ICEF accredited, which is a global accreditation. We are AIRC accredited, which is an American accreditation. And we are certified by British Council, which basically is that, British Council, uh, I have gone through the training, and all my team members are British Council certified. And so we take our knowledge very seriously. We're highly professional people. And this is Study Abroad with Piyush, the channel that you're watching me on. We have so much in-depth content for you guys. Practically every university that you might want to look at, we have students interviewed there, and you can check out their feedback about the universities, their feedback on part-time jobs, accommodation, um, finding a full-time role, employers who are hiring, so CTOs, CFOs, founders of companies who are hiring in the UK. So much to learn from. So guys, you should definitely look at this channel, because I can't give you all the knowledge in this 1 hour. So I hope you will find this knowledge very useful. So we're going to keep all our questions here in the chat, and I'm going to keep taking those questions from here. I'm going to keep trying to answer as many as I can. I'm going to tell you when to write your questions, so that I will have the questions right and there and ready, and I will then answer as many. Manish, don't worry, you are one of my first few joiners today. I'm going to definitely answer your questions, and your Sanchita as well, and everyone else's too. Don't worry, guys. Okay, and this is just another snapshot of, we did an internship fair with 4 universities: University of Birmingham, Glasgow, Leeds, Beckett, and Ulster. This was organized by Student Circus. This was done recently. I'm just showing this because I want to tell you guys that I am really working hard in getting internship opportunities for you guys, because I know in UK that is the biggest way to get an outcome. So I'm going to be working on that. We're working on that. This is just a small testimony, and that's enough about me and my team. What am I doing? What I want to, focus on. But let's get started. Is UK really a dream destination? Let's try to find that out. A lot of Indian students are going to UK, so that number shows that there is something going right for UK. For a very long time, number of students going to UK was small, somewhere around 20,000, 30,000 students. But last 3 years, almost 1 lakh students are going to UK every year. Even in this September, we would have at least 60, 70,000 students going in this September as well. So there is a very large number of Indian students going. This is data reported by HISA, which is the official UK government portal. And the number one reason, guys, is the 1 year masters. Because of that, because of the shorter duration, the cost goes below in UK. There are cheap universities as well, and we're going to talk about more about them. We're talking about Ravensbourne. Someone is talking about Ravensbourne here as well. So we're going to talk about some of the cheaper universities in UK. But because of 1 year, the living cost also goes down, which makes it more economical than many other countries like US, Canada, Australia, and so on and so forth. And it's also a shorter break from employment. What makes also UK a great place is that it has a lot of universities. It has a lot of universities, top ranked like Oxford, Cambridge, and then lower ranked universities as well, which can be quite economical. So it has almost 100 plus universities, which makes the process very flexible. They will accept waiver of English language exams. They will accept 3-year bachelors, which a lot of Indian students have. They will have no application fees, and a lot of scholarships are also available in UK. So makes the process quite simple as well. Also, if you look at UK, one of the great thing is you can work part time, 20 hours a week, and the pay is also more than 12 pounds an hour. So uh, especially if you're living outside of London, it becomes quite easy to manage your living costs as well by working part time. And currently you get 18 months, 1.5 years of post study work permit, which is also a pretty long time to actually find a job that can sponsor you. So the reduction in PSW, it used to be 2 years, now it is 1.5 years. That's not the problem. I'm going to share with you what the real problem is. And also UK has a skilled worker visa, a structured program, which is great. UK also has a straightforward visa process, no interview. Uh, During the visa, any interviews done by the university long before. So that's again a great thing. And UK's visa process is quite simple. But in this, we still see that the students are struggling. In this, we find that still the students are struggling. And I can tell you guys, after having spoken to 500 plus students, and you can see all their videos, it is a struggle. But what is a struggle? Guys, struggle is that you want something, but you are not getting. Okay. Now, what do students want? They want one of these three things. One, they want to study and come back. Two, they want to study and work there for a few years and then come back. And three, they want to study, work there, and settle. Please put in the chat. Put one if you just want to study and come back. Put two if you want to study and work there for a few years. Put three if you want to settle. So, guys, please put in the chat. Let me know what is your objective of going to UK. So, Vishal is saying he wants to study and work there for a few years. Uh, Mukesh is saying, he wants to settle. He's like, please, sir, tell me three. Uh, what else? Sanchita, option three. What about other guys? Guys, please be interactive. Let's hear out everyone. Jabir says two. Loktantra says three. All right, I need more people to be vocal, to be expressive, because in the smaller sample set, Manish is saying three as well. Everyone is looking at either settling or at least looking at a job, right? You just don't want to study and come back, and that is the struggle. The job market in UK is changing very fast, and I will show you guys. Also, the reason why it is becoming even more difficult to settle is because the wages required, the minimum wage required for getting sponsored in UK is also rising. So those are the two big struggles, and I'm going to share details on both the things that you can plan on being making sure that your journey doesn't get hampered. We have more responses available now. We have name cannot be blanked, but it has not, but Prashik, Japlin, uh, Sarmi, all of you guys have said that you want at least a job there, and you want to probably settle there as well. So let's understand what is the cause behind the student struggle. The number one cause, and that's the biggest, and this is the one clear cut answer, is bad selection of career. And I'm going to show you guys this. We're going to do a small exercise in our heads, right? If you were planning your studies in the UK, not just masters, but bachelors as well, but more important for masters, if you are planning to study in the UK, there are two methods by which you can go. There is method one, this is method one, and this is method two. So there are two methods by which you can go. Method one says, okay, method one says select your university first. Look at the rankings, where your friends have gone, where where your relatives are. So look at firstly the university and finalize. Then you look at the course. And you say, okay, this course looks nice. There's a lot of crazy words in it: data science with AI and ML and digital marketing, and or international business sounds really cool, or global business, stuff like that, and pick a good course. And then why even bother about the job? You will get a job. You're going to a great university where your friends have gone to, and you're picking a complicated course. You will get a job. This is method one, guys. Method two is very different. Method two says you want a job, at least in the UK. So your search starts with the job role. So you first look at what you create a target job, which is the job that you are targeting, right? And you figure out what do you need to get that job. What are the skills required? What is the experience required? Which locations are those jobs in? What companies are hiring for those jobs? And also look at how much is going to be the pay of that job. Why is it important? Because if you want to settle, the minimum salary requirement for settling is 41,700 pounds per year. In many careers, for your experience level, you will find that you may not get that much salary, and hence that dream of settling may not be very realistic. Okay, so we need to do an in-depth research of how to look at the job. I'm going to teach you guys that today, don't worry. All right. The second is, once you have understood the skills required in your job, you have analyzed the job. Once you understand the skills required, then you pick a course which is going to give you those skills. Not just pick any course, but pick a course which is going to give you those skills so that you can be prepared for those jobs. The jobs are going to be given basis skills, not basis what course you have done, especially what university you have gone to. And then once you have the course, you select the right fit university, and you say, I'm going to pick this university because it is giving me the right curriculum and it is a right fit for me. I'm also going to explain to you what a right fit university is. So, guys, in the two methods, which method are you following for your selection, for your planning? Are you following method one? Then write one in the chat. Are you following method two? Then write two in the chat. Let me know, guys. Manish, don't worry. I'm going to come to your question, man. Don't paste again and again. Don't worry. I'm going to answer. You are my friend, man. Don't worry. I'm going to answer your question. Can you, and Sanchita, you as well. Guys, please put one in the chat if you are using method one. Put two in the chat if you are using method two. This is selecting your university, then course, then job role is method one. Job role, then course, then university is method two. Which is the method that you are following? Zenith is saying one. Dakshita is saying two. Sarmi is saying two. Mukesh, Sanchita, Metro. Great. Prashik is one. Aryan one. And Zenith one. We have three ones. But what about other guys? Guys, please let me know. It is very important. This is something very critical. This is the biggest mindset change I want to share with you guys today. Is the biggest mindset change. Because if you are going by thinking that going to a great university, then it is not going to result into outcomes. I have met students from University of Edinburgh, from Oxford, who are finding very difficult to find jobs, and their interviews are on my channel. At the same time, students from University of Greenwich, even Hertfordshire, those are even East London. These are universities which are much lower in rank, but students are getting employed. Now, there is a very stark and a simple difference between them. So make sure that you understand the job role that you're going for. Sanchita, you're asking for geography. Don't ask me geography. Tell me what is the job role that you want to target. I know you are looking to get a job there. What job are you looking to target? Forget about the course. Forget about the university for a time being. Think through about the job. When we are talking about the job, so we need to understand the economy of UK. And if you look at UK, 80% of the economy is services economy, 19% is manufacturing, and 1% is agriculture. So broadly, if you look at, if you are going to go to UK for agriculture, getting a job or an opportunity will be very, very difficult. Large economy, but only 1% is agriculture. So it's very intuitive. So we need to look at larger opportunity pools in UK. 80% is services. And you'll be like, Are you sir, tell me, yaar, what is that 80%? So I'm showing you guys a very, a slightly more complicated graph. I'm going to explain it. Don't worry. Uh, don't get scared. I'm going to tell you this very, very in much in detail. So this is data from Office of National Statistics, from Office for National Statistics. This is the UK's official government portal where they publish data about vacancies in the UK. Okay, you all want to get jobs, know about the vacancies. Now there are two colored lines, the blue line and the red line. The blue line shows number of job openings, vacancies 2 years ago, February to April 2024. The red line shows the number of opportunities today in April 2026. This is the latest data, and hence I'm sharing till April 2026. Now, if you look at this data, right, you can see the blue lines are longer and the red lines are shorter. This means the number of opportunities in UK has been going down. Vacancies have gone down significantly over the last 2 years. This is the reason why students are starting to struggle more now than what students went 2 years ago. Okay. So this is something we need to be very clear about. I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here. The top line is total vacancies. The below line is the number of vacancies in the services sector, which is about 85%. But you can see there is a significant decline here and also in the services sector. But we need to see what is the breakup of these services sector, right? This is total services on top right now here. And this is the breakup sector wise. So we will look at these. Can you guys see? You want me to zoom in a little bit more? Then let me know. Just say zoom in and I will zoom in a little bit more. And you guys can take screenshots, store it, share it with your friends. You can use this. All right. So the number one opportunity in UK, which is part of the services sector, is human health, is human health and social work. We've all, seen, maybe you guys have seen my videos before, and a lot of people are talking about healthcare sector in the UK. But if you will see, this sector has had a significant decline in the last 2 years, right? There's a significant decline in the last 2 years. Now, what does this mean? The jobs which were there as care workers has gone down significantly. That is what has gone down. If you are going for social work, that is a hidden opportunity still in the healthcare sector. It's a 2-year master, slightly more expensive, but largely universities are tied up with the healthcare companies and NHS to hire directly from universities. And social work is one of the highest employable sectors right now in the UK. The next one is wholesale and retail trade. This is largely warehousing and e-commerce. If you will see now in my videos also, most students are saying that their part-time jobs are in warehouses. The reason is, even though this sector has gone down, but it still has a decently large number of vacancies. The other part-time sectors are accommodation and food services, and you can look at administrative support services. Now, all of these have gone down. If you can see, accommodation has gone down significantly. So hotel and restaurant jobs are not so easily available in part-time. The basic administrative jobs, not so easily available, and they have also shrunk a lot more. Now, majority of these jobs are, kind of held with part-time, the vacancies, and hence warehousing and logistics is where the real part-time opportunity, the highest part-time opportunity today is. Also, if you are having a stronger experience in logistics, supply chain management, that is also something that can fetch you a great opportunity in the UK, but they will require prior work experience. The real opportunity in UK is this professional, scientific, and technical activities. This is the core reason why you should go to UK. The vacancies has gone down, but it has moved up from number 4 to number 3 in the UK opportunity list. And this will include, somebody was asking about civil engineering, right? So if you're a technical advisor, then it might be also lying here, but this will have data science, business analytics, digital marketing, accounting, law, pharmaceutical sciences. All of these will fall under here. uh, Manish, your international finance will fall under finance and insurance activities, which is right here. So finance and insurance is very very competitive because the number of opportunities is low, and but the compensation is the highest. So if you're going as a fresher right now to UK to study finance, getting a job will be very very challenging. Also, apart from professional, scientific, and technical activities, manufacturing is again a great opportunity. Manufacturing opportunities are not shrunk that much. So, manufacturing is still pretty good. And you guys can, if you have prior work experience, then also it's going to be very good. Uh, Petroleum engineering, guys. Petroleum engineering, the great chances are there in Scotland. Go to Aberdeen. It's the oil and gas capital. I'm from the oil and gas industry. I can tell you, Aberdeen is the place to be if you're going to UK for petroleum engineering. International supply chain with 12 years of experience, fantastic. Wholesale and retail trade is one of the topmost opportunities. Sanchita, you're asking about education. Education is also in the topmost, opportunities. But in education, if you're looking at school education, you need to have a tenure. Now, the initial pay in schools is low, so for you to get the tenure is, and then sponsorship becomes impossible. So the opportunity in education that is available to international students is actually private colleges where they hire you after your masters to teach the undergrad students. I've interviewed a lot of those students who have gotten sponsored in the education space. You can go check the YouTube channel and look at their videos. They're all the Greenwich kids that I interviewed. They all did MBA, by the way. But now it's going to be tougher because the salary requirements have gone up for sponsorship. The one domain is information and communication. This one, guys, this is the only domain where, if you will see, the number of opportunities has gone up. Okay, this is the only domain where the number of opportunities has gone up. And hence, if you're going for computer science, IT, AI, then you are going into the growing opportunity in UK. So that's why I always say you need to have strong AI skills in any domain. Doesn't matter. But if you're going in core AI, big thumbs up. Of course, construction is a very small, opportunity. I wouldn't suggest to go for construction or any of these other ones, which are small and declining. Finance, like I again mentioned, just repeating here, the number of opportunity, the size of opportunities, not that small also, but it is very competitive. And going as a fresher into finance can be quite tricky. But if you're going for insurance, if you're going for actuarial science, that is the hidden opportunity in UK. So prefer, if you can, that is like risk management. So actuarial science, risk management, if you're going for those programs, then your probability of getting a job is higher. All right, let me take some questions. Sir, what about accountant jobs? Is it difficult? Yes, accounting jobs can be a little bit difficult, especially they will not be that high paying. So getting a job initially can be good, but it may not lead to sponsorship. If you have prior background, if you have prior accounting experience, then it might be, then sponsorship might also be possible. You should look at ACCA as well as CIMA as other qualifications apart from your master's degree. Okay. Zenith, looking at being an astronaut. Astronaut, man, UK's space program is quite bad. So I don't think that's the right place to go. If you want to be an astronaut, go to US if you really are serious about it. Why so less in transport? I mean, UK is and a majority of their transport happens through rail. So there's not that much land transport industry. Marketing and product management are very different. Both will fall under professional, scientific, and technical activities, and some of them will fall under the administrative activities, depending on the job role exactly that you're looking at. So product management with AI has a lot of opportunities. Big thumbs up for that. MSc International Finance at Ravensbourne, London. Is it worth it, sir? £12,000. In my simple words, it is a waste of your money. Don't go to Ravensbourne. In finance, university will matter. A lot of you, most, like I said, university doesn't matter. But in finance, if you want to go for consulting, university will matter because they want pedigree. And if you're going to Ravensbourne, I don't think you want to get a job in UK in finance, in my opinion. Ashok Songara. Is placement year addition to study means study? Yes. Placement year is additional to your PSW. So 1 year study, 1 year placement, and then 1.5 year PSW. You need to, Ashok, make sure you have an idea on how will you get that internship in your placement year. That is the biggest reason many students go. 89%, that was the figure quoted by one of the universities to me. 89% don't get that placement. So you will end up paying a little bit extra for the same degree. So a lot of students are not opting for the placement year right now, but I'm working on internships. So if you really are interested in it, I will share with you an option to connect with us one-on-one session, guys, at the end of this video, where you can connect with me and my team and you can get all your questions answered. Already answered the questions. Sarmi saying engineering management job with skills in softwares like AutoCAD, Revit. Engineering management jobs are there. There are a lot of consulting companies in London, especially, and Manchester. So you can look at those two places for them. Then when are you going to do for us? Then when or what? Um, Gaming, 18 years experience in data field in ID, man. Gaming, AG gaming, you are great. You will, you should definitely look at a good option. UK hires air employees the most in Heathrow International Airport for travelers and tourism. Is this the fact? UK hires international people. They hire also, people who have prior background in aviation, but those salaries are very low. So be careful in the job role that you are specifically targeting. Research their salary levels as well. Ravensbourne, what is wrong about them? Ravensbourne does not have a pedigree in finance, so it's not the right university to study finance. Finance companies are going to look at which school have you studied from. Also, I've just done a video with the head of compliance of a big bank in London. Go check out that video with Anil, and you will find the reality of getting hired in finance in that video. Sir, is University of Birmingham, is it good for finance? Yes, University of Birmingham is good for finance. Scooby-Doo, medical background with 1 year internship experience, wants to do MSc pre-registration occupational therapist. That's a great domain. Medical staff is always short, but you will need to then work on your registration and HCPC registration as well. Both of them, that will be very cool. Diksha Singh, for consulting in BCG and McKinsey, which university is best around the world? Please tell me. I'm Bangalore, guys. So I got through BCG. Diksha, I think that would be the best university. But if you are going to UK, then London Business School is the best university in UK for getting hired into consulting. I've done a video with a partner from BCG, launched that video with Rachit Chandra. You should also go and watch out that video, Diksha. Sir, can I do masters, then do ACCA and SEMA while doing my job there? Yes, you can do, Jackie, but to get a job, at least you should try and do ACCA while you are doing your, because you'll get a lot of exemptions of papers as well. Sir, is Oxford good for BA? Yes, Oxford is great, guys. Oxford is fantastic. Is MBA in January intake? Yes, Chanchal, you can be. HR and recruitment domain, not so great. Salaries are low and competition with local people. That comes under the administrative and support services activities. All right, guys, I've answered a lot of questions. Let me continue because otherwise we're going to run out of time and I have a lot of cool things to share with you guys. Before I go into the university selection, do you guys want to learn how to analyze your job roles? If you guys want to learn how to analyze your job roles using AI, understand the skills required, then just put yes in the chat. Otherwise, I will skip that part. Otherwise, or else I will give you a demo of how to use AI to analyze the jobs you are looking for, to analyze their salaries, to analyze their skills, to analyze the companies. I'll give you all of that free of cost completely today. Just tell me yes, you want it. Otherwise, demo, please. Okay. If I get 5 demos, then I will do it. Otherwise, I'll move. We have 3, 4. If you get me 5, then I start. Yes, sir. All right, demo, please. So we have enough people now. So let's go to the demo. I use Claude. How many of you guys know what Claude is? How many of you guys know Claude, guys? Okay, I'm just sharing my. Loktantra knows uh, Claude. I don't know anybody else knows Claude or not, but you guys, you need to keep typing. You need to keep sharing, keep sharing, keep sharing, because I get my energy from you guys. Yes, I have Claude. This is my Claude's screen, and I like it's like Chat GPT, same thing. You can do it in Chat GPT also, by the way, guys. And what I want to show you guys is this is my Claude, and what I was doing, I wanted to do a research for one of my students in digital marketing. Okay, so what I did was I typed in, "Hey, I'm doing research for my student who are looking for studying digital marketing in UK," right? I'm just going to in a little bit more here, right? And can you find me 10 jobs in London for freshers, because the student didn't have any work experience, and for more than £3,000, right? And what I did before that was, there is something here called connectors, and I went in and I connected a connector called Indeed. Okay, so Indeed is a job site, and now I have access to Indeed's all the job listings inside my cloud. So I did this. Take a screenshot, guys, just so that you can remember, or you can come back to this live video and then you can use it again. And once I connected to Indeed, I now have access to all the job listings on Indeed, right? Same thing can be done on ChatGPT also. You need to add a connector of Indeed there. And then I typed in this query. I'm doing research on digital marketing jobs, and what it did, it gave me 10 jobs. uh, it gave me salaries around where, what, and what, it was there, what kind of experience, was it fresher friendly or not, and the link to apply as well. So if you are looking at applying multiple jobs, you can also look at using AI for doing it much faster. But it started giving me job roles. What kind of job roles, what companies are there? And it gave me 10 roles. You can ask for 20. You can keep doing it on a daily basis, so you'll keep getting more and more different jobs, and you will have a much larger set of jobs that you can use for this. And it gives some summary around it. But I just didn't want to get the job listings. I asked, can you help me understand the skills required in these sample 10 jobs? Can you create a list of these skills? You know, so I asked to create a list of skills, and it gave me a full analysis. And I'm going to show you that, right? So it showed me what skills these companies are asking for. This is very important, guys. You need to do it for all of you guys, need to do it for different job roles that you would be targeting. It is showing me that, okay, number one thing, soft skills, language, 10 on 10, all companies were asking. What does this mean? You got an admission in UK university with English language waiver. You got an IELTS waiver. But that doesn't mean that the company will give you a language skills waiver. You can't speak English, they'll not hire you. 10 on 10 companies require good soft skills, good language skills. The other big thing, data reporting, 9 out of 10 companies. Even in any job, you need to be really good with Excel and Google Sheets. Absolutely. Then came some of the hard skills, like project coordination, client management, social media and community management, campaign and budget management, and data analysis, A/B testing. Now, if you do this for different job domains, you will find uh, very similar outcomes for software engineers, for AI engineers, for physiotherapists. You can do this for anyone, free of cost. And then it gave some very specific skills. For example, Google ads, Bing ads, Microsoft. Many times we just look at Google ads, but Bing and Microsoft ads we don't talk about. We only talk about Meta ads on social. But TikTok, India mein TikTok nahi hai, UK mein TikTok is really big. Pinterest, LinkedIn ads, SEO, content writing, design, Canva, Adobe, Premiere Cut, CapCut, all of these things, email marketing, all of this is free information available to you guys. If you guys do your research this way, you will be able to understand what skills you will need. You need to marry this to your course curriculum. At least 3 to 4 skills you should be gaining from your course, maybe not all, but at least 3 to 4 skills you should be gaining from your course curriculum. That then only that course is the right course for you. So you take your job, understand the skills, use this method free of cost, and then you marry that to your course curriculum. If you don't know how to do it, if you still don't understand, I'll give you a link at the end of the session to book a one-on-one session, uh, so that my team can help you out with that. All right, so I hope you guys have understood this. I'm going to go back to the presentation, wrap up, and then just do Q&A. Okay. Now that you have the right course, you understand the skills, you got the right course. Now we want to go to the university selection. When you're selecting a university, I think everyone would want to go to an Oxford or Cambridge if everyone could just pick. But 3 things to remember. Number one, are you eligible? If your GPA is low, then cut out all the universities where you don't come in the eligibility set, so that removes certain thoughts from you. Otherwise, you will keep applying and then you wait and get a rejection. No point in getting hurt that way. Number two, very important, does it fit your budget? When I ask this question to my students, they say budget कोई problem नहीं है sir, education loan ले लेंगे, I'll take an education loan, and budget is infinite. Arey boss, you need to repay back that loan. How is your budget infinite? That's not possible. We need to be very clear. If we are taking a loan of more than 35 lakhs to study in the UK, we need to think 2 times, 3 times, 5 times. Because if we are not sure of how we will repay back that money, then don't go to UK. That doesn't mean you go to the cheapest universities either, right? You go to a Ravensbourne, spend 12,000 pounds, sir, on very cheap fee. But why are you going there then, right? So we need to understand the right balance, where we are going, but not overburden ourselves with a big loan. Otherwise, you will get trapped in the loan trap of UK. That is the biggest question. Then is the third is the dilemma of being at the bottom of the pile. This is also a very big issue. The biggest issue there is that when a lot of these Russell Group universities are giving admits at even 6 GPA, at very low scores, 60% in 12th, their Russell Group universities are giving admissions. The reason is these universities have a lot of debt. They have a lot of loan. So they are saying, you guys take loan, give the money to us, we will pay back our loan, and then you keep repaying your loan yourself. They don't have the faculty, they don't have the career services, they don't have the alumni to support people with your skill level. And your classmates, a lot of them will be better than you. You'll be at the bottom of the pile. And we all know what happens to the bottom of the pile. They lose. So don't be at the bottom of the pile, knowingly especially. And these are some of the universities. The last point I'm going to make here is a lot of universities have a lot of Indian students. And, if you want to get an international exposure, then avoid these universities because they are filled with Indian students or Southeast Asian students. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Sri Lanka, Nepal, all of these, you'll find all of this only. The top 8, 7, 8 universities account for 50% of Indians going. 50% of Indians going. So you can actually look at certain different university set where few Indians go, between 1,000 to 2,000. So good Indian community, but at the same time, not so overcrowded by Indians. So you guys can come back to the video. It will be in the live section. So you can still come back and check it out, or you can take screenshots to help you. All right, so I'm going to summarize here, and then I'm just going to go into Q&A. Then I will give you like 10, 15 minutes, good time to do Q&A. I typically have 2 types of students. Number 1 is Neha. Number 2 is Arjun. Neha and Arjun both want to study in the UK. Neha does her research, takes guidance, picked a career in demand, looked at how many jobs, where the jobs are, picked digital marketing, went to a mid-tier university. One of the examples I typically take is Heriot-Watt, where the fees around 18,000 pounds or so. So it's not very low, not very high, but it's a university which is very well established with the strong placement outcomes. Joined clubs, did internships, built job ready skills, networked with alumni, with faculty, with her classmates. Everybody, you know, gets a good job in her domain, 30,000 plus salary to begin with, on the path for a good career path, even if she doesn't get a PR, you know, uh, but in her domain, she's not working odd jobs. On the other side, Arjun, you know, rushes through the process, looks at ranking, and then says, I'll do an MBA. Why? Because India mein MBA karte hain. So MBA, I'll do MBA. And then ranks all the universities by rank and then picks the cheapest one. And, doesn't check for job outcomes, focuses only on part-time jobs. If your biggest question that is coming to your head, how will I get a part-time job? That means you're already over budget. Okay. So focuses only on part-time jobs, no internships, weak profile, was working part-time as a waiter, works as a waiter during his post-study work permit, comes back to India. Who's going to give him a job? 2.5 years of working as a waiter, no job in India, career big financial pressure. So tell me, guys, this is my last question to you. Then I will answer only your questions. Who do you want to become? Do you want to become like Neha, or do you want to become like Arjun? Please put in the chat, my friends. Write Neha. This is a promise to you, your own selves. Write Neha if you want to be like Neha. Write Arjun if you want to be like Arjun. Okay. I know it's a stupid question. You're like, what? This guy is crazy or mental or what? There's nothing to, but this is a promise you are writing to your own selves that, hey, I'm going to make sure that I don't make these mistakes. It's funny to sometimes laugh at others, but we are actually making the same mistake all the time, right? We know it's a mistake, but we're still making it. So make sure you are not falling into that pit. You are not becoming Arjun. I hope we have nobody named Arjun on the call right now. Uh, just tentative name, my friends. But yes, Aryan, love it, man. Hussein, Sarmi, Vishal, absolute. Preeti. Oh, Preeti are like Neha plus plus plus. Absolutely. Mukesh. Brilliant, guys. So, guys, you have made this promise to yourselves. Keep this promise. And now it is question and answer time, guys. So let me know all your questions in the chat. I'm going to try and pick some ones. Uh, Manish, sir, I have applied my visa for MSc International Finance at Ravensbourne University after listening to your opinion. What can I do to get jobs? So if you have already made that step, then what you need to guys do is understand and analyze the job roles that you want to target. So let's say you want to target a financial analyst at a bank. Understand in depth what are those companies, what are those banks looking at, and then make sure you don't depend on Ravensbourne, but you build your skills yourself. Everything is, all the knowledge is available out there. Yeah, YouTube pe sub available hai. Make sure you learn and become really good, and from day one you need to start networking. uh, so absolutely make sure you are on top of building your network and on top of your skills. You don't have pedigree now, you don't have a choice, you already applied for your visa, so you don't have an option, but give that your best shot. Vishal, Vishal Pakka says, sir, I'm planning for business analytics. What university should I consider? Vishal, if you have a prior work experience, then the answer might be different. But if you don't have a prior work experience, then the answer can be different. So, um, um, also, guys, in the chat, I'm just sharing a link to book a one-on-one session. Let me see if I can. I have pinned the message also. I hope you guys will be able to see it. Let me just. Okay. So, but for business analytics, I really like University of Liverpool. That's one of my really good universities, and I've found students getting very good internships at University of Liverpool. So that's one of my recommendations. Uh, Hussein, masters do you recommend for AI, computer science and AI? Computer science and AI, if I'm looking at England, then I will look at two universities. One is Imperial College London, if you have the budget. These guys are phenomenally great. And then I would look at University of Manchester. They also have a very strong tech and strong ecosystem in Manchester. Otherwise, in AI, the only university to have a government-sponsored robotorium is Heriot Watt University. So they're also pretty good if you're looking at Scotland. Uh, Best university for masters in finance. In finance, if you're going, I would say stick to London, definitely, or University of Edinburgh. So London, you can look at, even UCL, Imperial, KCL, London Business School, LSE. These are the top five, and then you have QMUL, Queen's Mary University of London, which is also good. Uh, because you need pedigree, so these are the top ranked universities, and then University of Edinburgh, that is also good. Exeter versus Strathclyde for supply chain. Preeti, that's a tough one. Do you have prior work experience? If you don't, then maybe neither. But if you do, maybe Strathclyde will be better, as it's in Glasgow, bigger hub, very close to Edinburgh, and there's a lot of supply chain happening from there. Also very close to Aberdeen, which has got a lot of oil and gas supply chain linked to it. Guys, keep putting in your questions. What is the process of taking admission? Shall I connect with you, Leap Scholar, to ease my process? How do you prepare? Diksha, we do everything for you. I've just pinned my one-on-one session link. You can just click on that and book a session with us, and we'll sort you out. Also, just let me go to the end. Just ta 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 ta. I had a few more slides. This is my WhatsApp number. The link will also be in the description, the WhatsApp number, so you can WhatsApp us also. All right. Sir, when are you going to do for us? When are you? What is when, my friend? Zenith. Sir, should fresher do MSc Business Analytics? Yes, Pulkit, you can do as a fresher, you can do Business Analytics. That's a good program, but be very careful of the curriculum. A lot of universities, I hate international business as a program. Very generic, nothing happens, no skills. But business analytics has become the next international business. So make sure you are checking the curriculum. Business analytics program is not same across all universities. Preethi's, Exeter, Strathclyde, Aston, Liverpool, supply chain. Liverpool will win hands down in all of these. Aston also has a very good business school. So Liverpool, then Aston, then Strathclyde, then Exeter. Actually, you've put in the right, Preethi, you put it in the right, but just in the other way. Sarmi, can a BTech civil engineering graduate do data science for master's without getting visa rejection? Yes, Sarmi, you can. Chanchal, what course for masters are good for without background in subject as fresh or non-background students? Usually, typically, students go for management programs. Jabir says, can we study in UK with scholarship with around 10 lakhs loan, or is it not possible? Please. 10 lakhs is about 8,000 pounds. It's going to be very low budget. If you have a strong profile, then you can even study for free in UK. I've sent one student this year for an MBA program at Strathclyde with very good experience, and he got full scholarship at Strathclyde as well. So it's possible, but I mean, that guy was from the army, had like 10 years of experience. If you have a good, strong profile, then you can make a good case. AK Gamer, best uni for masters in finance. I've already answered that question, my friend. You can go back to the video. Okay. Oof. Can scholarship cover 100% of tuition fees? I've shared that, but you need a very strong profile and you need to apply very early. You might need to network with some of the faculty members. I had another student from IIT Kharagpur who got 100% scholarship at UCL for doing research. Abhishek, if unable to get a job in the core fields or part-time job for some time and odd jobs, only options for clearing the loan, what to if fell in this trap? Yes, man, that's the biggest thing, that you need, if you don't get a job in your domain, then you'll end up falling back to a part-time job, like an odd job. You should still do that, so at least you are covering your living expenses and saving some money to pay back the loan, start paying your EMI. The best way would be then to look in Dubai and other European countries as well. Start expanding your job search to other European countries and Dubai, where your pay will be higher than just simply looking at, continuing to do just the job search in UK. Is MSc Business Psychology worth it in US from AMBS? Business psychology is a slightly softer subject, but if you are good at it, it's something that you can earn a lot in. AMBS is one of the topmost business schools, but again, I think it's got a lot to do with how you are good at it. Can you talk something about scholarships in UK? I have a lot of scholarships, so some scholarships are available in my hand. I was giving out internship scholarships for this September, so I've run out of them. But I will try and build that again for January intake, so we can. Uh, so just book a one-on-one session, Grishma, and you can understand all the scholarships that we have available. Hussein Sacho, for computer science or AI, do you recommend Aston or Brunel? Between Aston and Brunel, I will say Brunel. Aston is more for management, accounting, business point of view. Um, Metro News can learn export and import for India to UK and vice versa. Yes, you can. I mean, look at even supply chain, but don't look at international business. International business is useless. वो कुछ नहीं दिखाएंगे. Sir, please tell me, I've completed my BSc honors in chemistry. Now I want to do MSc in medicinal chemistry. Which university is best for me? I really like Strathclyde and University of Glasgow. I've met students there in drug discovery. Phenomenal, great, crazy faculty, man. They're really good. You can also look at some of the other ones. University of Birmingham is also very good for that. Sir, I'm already connected with you. Pulkit, oh, great, awesome, man. Just from the name, I couldn't guess. Hussein, for a smoother lifestyle, do you recommend Birmingham or London? I would say neither. Birmingham is becoming very overcrowded by Southeast Asian people. London is very expensive. Look at other cities like Leeds, Sheffield, Liverpool, Edinburgh, Glasgow. They are much better, I would say. Even Manchester is better than Birmingham, in my opinion. Top options for January intake. Chanchal, connect one-on-one. Let's do a profile evaluation. Let me tell you more. I've already answered your question, Manish, 200 times. Were you not listening? Book a one-on-one session if you're not able to understand, or just go through this session again. I've answered your question, man. Are the job prospects good for petroleum engineers in the UK? Yes. Look for very specific locations. Go to Aberdeen. Aberdeen is the oil and gas hub, the petroleum hub, and that's the best place. Best universities for universities in aerospace engineering. If you want to go for aerospace, Akshay Raj, then you should look at Cranfield as one of my top most favorite universities for aerospace. Jabir, I did MSc in 2025 looking for a job. A consultant told me that work visa will cost us more than what we paid for study visa. The work visa application can, but don't fall into the traps of these consultants, guys. They are going to say, pay me 10,000 pounds, 20,000 pounds, and I'll get you a sponsored job. All nonsense. There's so many scams happening. Don't do that. In fact, it's one of the scams that's written on one of my slides. I didn't show you guys, but don't fall for anything like that. What are job prospects for MSc Environmental Science after BTech Civil Engineering? If you want to go for Sangeeta, you want to go for Environmental Science, I would say if you have a good GPA, go to Germany. Far better opportunities. Brunel or Aston? I've already answered. Brunel, let me go to the last question. People who are already still there. Please advise about bachelor's degree. Ravi Teja, if you're going for bachelor's, then I would say look at certain universities which are in slightly bigger cities, because it can get quite lonely as a bachelor student. So I don't like, for example, Warwick versus Manchester. I prefer Manchester over Warwick because Warwick is a very small town. So, that's the only thing I will say. But bachelor's, getting a job after bachelor is much tougher than getting a job after master's. Loktantra, can literature students get 100% scholarships? Yes, you can get 100% scholarship if you want to study literature, but you need to have a very strong profile. It's not an easy thing to get. Alrighty, guys. So let me just put the one-on-one session link here again. You guys can check it out, book a session. It was fantastic doing my session here. I usually do it on Google Meet. Now I've done it on YouTube for the first time. And lovely having everybody here. How the time flies. So many questions, guys. But it's always good to have you guys, starting to think about your career in a more realistic manner. But thanks for everybody for being here. Do leave comments. If you guys, learned something today, be appreciative. Do subscribe to the channel, and watch more student interactions so that you are more aware of what's happening in the UK. All right, guys, fantastic, brilliant, and lovely having everybody here. And I will see you guys shortly, maybe one-on-one sessions, and or anything that I could be of help. Send me WhatsApp, send me comments on my videos. I look at all my comments as well, every which way. Happy to always be there for you guys. But until then, guys, see you all, and I will see you guys shortly.